Little Red Riding Hood. Once upon a time, there lived a little girl with a little riding hood of red velvet. She liked it so well that she would never wear anything else. For this reason, many folk called her Little Red Riding Hood. Those closest to her, however, called her Red. One day, Red's mom asked her to take some cake to Grandma, who was not well. Go quickly through the woods. Do not leave the path, and do not talk to strangers, Mom said. I will take great care, Red replied. Just as Red entered the woods, however, she met a wolf. Red did not know what a wicked creature he was, so she did not know to be wary of him. Such a beautiful morning, Wolf said with a smile. Where are you doing, child? To Grandma's, Red answered politely. What have you got in your basket? Wolf asked. Grandma's not feeling well, Red explained. Yesterday was baking day, so I'm taking her some cake. Wolf licked his lips, but it wasn't the cake that made him hungry. Where does Grandma live? He asked next. Farther on in the woods, under the 3 large oak trees, Red said. Wolf's belly rumbled. What a tender young creature, he thought. How delicious he would eat Grandma for lunch and Red for dessert, to catch both, though he knew he must act quickly. Ah, springtime, said Wolf. Now sweetly the little birds sing. Have you noticed the pretty flowers all around you? Grandmas love wild flowers. If I were you, I'd pick a bunch for you. Red listened. The birds did sing sweetly. Red looked about her. The flowers were pretty indeed. She bent down to pick one. Have a nice visit, cried Wolf, and he hastened away. Red wandered from the path into the woods to search for flowers. Whenever she picked one, she spotted an even prettier farther off the path. She wandered and picked and wandered. Meanwhile, Wolf sprinted straight to Grandma's house under the 3 large oak trees and knocked at the door. Who is there? Called Grandma, lying sick in her bed. It's Red, called Wolf in a high, sweet voice. I brought you something good to eat. Lift the latch and come in, called Grandma. I'm too weak to get up. Wolf lifted the latch, and the door sprang open. Without another word, he went straight to Grandma's bed and swallowed her whole. Then he dressed himself in her cap, climbed into her bed, and then drew the curtains. But Red had picked enough flowers. She set out again for Grandma's house. When she arrived at Grandma's cottage, under the 3 large oak trees, she was surprised to find the door open. A feeling of dread flooded her as she stepped inside. Good morning, she called out, but no one answered. So she went to the bed and drew back the curtains. Before her lay a very strange sight indeed. "Oh, Grandma," Red cried, "what big ears you have! All the better to hear you with." "Child," Wolf said. "Oh, Grandma," Red cried, "what big eyes you have! All the better to see you with." "Child," Wolf said. "Oh, Grandma," Red cried, "what a big, terrible mouth you have! All the better to eat you with." Wolf roared. With one bound, he leaped out of bed and swallowed up red flowers, cake, and all. Belly now full, Wolf lay down again on the bed and drifted off to sleep. Inside Wolf's stomach it was dark and cramped, but Red managed to reach down and squeezed Grandma's hand. Grandma squeezed back. Neither spoke. The only sound came from above, and it resembled rolling thunder. When Red raised her head, she could discern a weak light leaking down Wolf's throat. Then she understood the Wolf was snoring with his mouth open. Inch by inch, Red lifted in her bouquet of flowers. She tickled Wolf's throat. Once, twice, thrice. He coughed once, twice, thrice, then kept on coughing until he coughed Red up. Well, at last he did. Red held tight to Grandma's hand and pulled her up out too. They fastened Wolf, still asleep, to Grandma's bed. Then Grandma and Red settled down for a nice long chat. They drank tea and ate cake. When Wolf awoke from his nap, you can be sure he didn't get any.